Man, it is great to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit full stride. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be Philadelphia going up against the Suns. Well, for the Suns, we've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing, but it just hasn't happened. And now we've gotten pretty deep into the season, so time's not on their side. We'll be checking out Eric Bledsoe in this one. Bledsoe, undersized, even for a point guard, but despite that, gets to the rim a lot, can attack a defense. How's he do it, Shaq?
Well, Ernie, he's stronger than any other point guard in the league. And he protects the ball with his body as he attacks, like Nick Van Exel used to do.
Oh, really? Yeah. Good call.
Strongest point guard?
I would say so. He gets his body into the defender, and he is a tough guy to move defensively. Yeah, I would say toughest and strongest.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan, also tough and strong, for the tip.
They had a chance there right up to the end. They only lost by 3.
And a shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, that one sticks with you for a little while. They worked so hard to hang in there at the end of that one and force the OT, and then to have it slip away had to hurt.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Looking at the starting 5 for the Phoenix Suns. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Williams is out there with Chandler, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. And Whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line. Some prime time rebounders here going head-to-head, shot blockers, controlling the rim. Brent, what's a mental makeup that you see of a terrific rebound?
Well, really all about effort, and I think sometimes we don't do our diligence in terms of talking about great rebounders with how they set up well before the shot, Kevin. There are plenty of guys that grab 4 or 5 rebounds a game, but don't think about the shooter and where they're shooting from. Some of the great rebounders in our game understand where the ball is going to fly off the rim and get themselves in position early and often to do so.
I thought Dennis Rodman was maybe the best I've ever seen at his size do just that.
You know why, Kevin? Is that they never asked him to shoot the ball, so that's all he had to think about.
Right. Now here's Booker. Over in the corner, Williams. The 11-footer. That one off the back iron and out. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Sharich. Rebound by the Suns. Booker outside. This is to Williams. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. That one, no good. And here are the 76ers now. It's a three-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And it just seemed to me they wanted it more. I mean, you look at the second chance buckets, didn't play a whole lot of up and back. I mean, they stayed with each shot, grabbing the rebound, converting when they could.
5 on the clock. Oh, trying for it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with head coach Earl Watson. He said defensively they have to slow down the pace. He said there's too much speed on the other side and they can't get into a run-and-gun game. We'll see who wins out in that style of play battle, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now here's Booker after Ben Simmons miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That's his first foul. And it's the Suns with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. On the wing, Chandler. 4 on the clock. And it's blocked by Embiid. And he's able to get it back.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 4 here, still looking for their first win. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one done.
Knocks down the 3-ball. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-5 here to start the game. Nice start for them. And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. Over Simmons. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Booker.
And Bledsoe felt really good on that one. A good shooter from the in-between areas.
Embiid the screen. This is it the baddest one. He kicks it to Covington. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 4. Covington with the steal. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had a 30-point outing the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Warren. And counted. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Well, watching T.J. Warren, you see a player who is always in control of every small action he makes on the floor.
Well, I think starting basketball games for T.J. Warren last year was a huge confidence builder. In his first 2 seasons, just 5 starts, but last year in his campaign, 59. He seemed to keep growing and growing in terms of that confidence that we're talking about, and then his ability to score started to blossom.
Free throw, no good.
One of the players last year who made a big leap in their play, and especially consistency in their playing, was one T.J. Warren. He picked it up on defense. That's the reason why he earned maybe a few extra minutes from Earl Watson. Ended up being a big contributor to the Suns.
Suns trail by 4. And here's Bledsoe. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. And that one, good. And with Horn, a guy who wasn't really expected to do so much with any team, but now Brenny is viewed as a big part of the future.
Well, I think a lot of teams were curious as to whether or not T.J. Warren coming out of North Carolina State could be as an explosive a scorer as he was in college. And in Phoenix last year, up to 31 minutes a game, averaged about 14 per, and as a wing runner and a guy who can get into the mid-range and paint and create havoc, he had a pretty solid year.
Here's Booker. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Booker, a threat from downtown when he's squared up. He fires with confidence.
Lets it go with a three. Good on the triple. Madison, he's got 5 points so far.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Bledsoe passes to Booker. Williams kicks to Booker. Chandler a screen. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and Embiid pulls it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Covington with the bucket.
The D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Bledsoe against Simmons. And Chandler throws it down.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
The 76ers leading by 5. The feed to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Another three for Philadelphia.
Against the limb. He does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
Now here's Booker. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Now here's Embiid after Ben Simmons miss.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, the sun set for the Phoenix organization on the draft this year as they ended up falling out of the top 3 after a really tough season. Still, they have a lot of youth to build around for their foreseeable future.
And Brent, even with the bad luck in the lottery, the Suns picked up another great player to add to the likes of Chris and Booker.
For a while, it seemed like the Suns were just stuck between trying to compete and then fully retooling this entire team, and that's what they did. They have committed to the youth. They also have a very young coach in Earl Watson that could get their ear, and maybe if these guys have the shared experience coming up together of not having consistent success, that if it turns around for them, something special could be brewing.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Time's checked in for Saric, and the bodyguards subbed in for Robert Covington. Now here's Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Booker with no one around, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
The pass to Madison. Top Embiid. He's guarded by Chandler. Embiid, no good. Suns trail by 8. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Here's Pattis one. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been 3. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Chandler a screen. Up off the screen, and the dunk by Booker.
Booker has a bit of that Klay Thompson in him. It feels like when he gets going like this, he can be very, very dangerous.
Inside, prime time. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Chandler a screen. Now, here's Warren. Tight defense on him. Good D by Embiid. Here's Baddest one. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
I felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
No good from Booker. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Simmons. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Booker. He's got 13. Chandler a screen. There's the pick. Will it go? Simmons pulls it in.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Here's the bodyguard, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. T.J. Warren picks one up. For Philadelphia, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. The Machines checked in for Embiid. Redick comes in for Baddest one. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons.
One shot.
We've heard the rumors, Brett, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Here's Daniels. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Len sets a screen for Knight. And he sinks the shot coming off a strong pick.
Well, Knight right now focused on getting some points on the board, has his sights locked in.
Here's the bodyguard. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's prime time, and he brings it down.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Suns trail by 14. Knight dishes to Len. They swipe it. Here's the Machine. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Jackson kicks to Knight. Left side Jackson. Again, Phoenix.
And how about the attack mode mentality that Jackson possesses? You can see there, even on the mid-range, he is looking to be aggressive.
Here's the Machine. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. They set the pick. Glenn, a screen. Here's Daniels. And the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
McConnell passes to the body. Shoots. Here's the Machine. Banked in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 14.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's the kind of guy who does things that breaks the backs of their opponents because they're about wanting it more than the other guy you're up against.
Daniels with it, covered by Redick. Out of hand on it. To the paint.
And the the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleashed chaos moment. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Right on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Daniels. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Here's Len, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
The bodyguard, and that's not going to go. And so it's Philadelphia, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. And we'll be right back after this. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
So far, they've been active scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
The machine is out there with Holmes, and it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's prime time, and it's the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now that bucket.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Here's Daniels. Len with a screen on Redick. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
You know, Brent, the one thing we've seen from Coach Earl Watson is that he has a very good working relationship with his roster. His players have always said they have the trust of their coach.
Well, that's the key buzzword for what it is that Earl Watson wants to do with this young ball club is that he wants to grow as they grow, and he wants to know that at all times Earl Watson has their back. He wants them to have the kind of success in the league that is going to afford them everything that they want. And he never shies away about talking about those things.
That's the prime time. Oh, good on the triple. Suns trail by 13. And Dudley kicks to Jackson, and it's blocked, but he recovers it. There's the screen. Here's Knight. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Always got to stay on Knight. He's crafty at using the pick and roll to his advantage.
McConnell passes to Holmes. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. It doesn't go for him. Dudley dishes to Knight. Glenn, a screen. Outside Knight. Launches it. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Redick is in the corner. There's the triple. First shot, first basket. He's on the blocks fast.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And the Suns call time here. We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit, had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. Always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
Brent, it's amazing how the three-point shot has evolved and how much it's being used. And some teams now almost entirely perimeter-based. The three-point shot is the first thing out of their mouth. Can you see a team win a championship that way?
I saw teams win championships. That's the Warriors and the Cavs. If you look at what they did from the three-point line and the type of damage they did, Kevin, that absolutely was a huge reason why they were championship contenders. You could even look at teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as usually 6 or 7 teams that are in each conference. Of those 8, Kevin, are proficient three-point shooting teams.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Amir Johnson's checked in for the Machine. Robert Covington comes in for prime time. Luwawu is checked in for J.J. Redick. And Baniswan subbed in for T.J. McConnell. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Suns.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance. Shooter 2.
The first free throw is good. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Suns trail by 16. Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Bender. Blue with it. Holmes on him. Dudley, no luck.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Here's Covington. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Good D by Johnson. The 76ers leading by 16. From deep. And Holmes now, top of the key. Another shot. Luwalu's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And Jackson with the quick release, once the ball hits his hands, he's ready to let it fly.
It's Covington on the wing. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field. Suns trail by 15. Booker left side. Bender kicks to Bledsoe. Up off the screen, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
Oh, he's more than capable of plays like that, Kevin. The throwdown.
Here's Baniswan. He's picked up 33 points in their last one against Detroit.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there. And the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range. The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the three from Eric Bledsoe. Here's Holmes. Almost, but it rolls out. Suns trail by 10. Jackson with it. He has 5. He dishes it to Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. And there's a foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That's his first foul. Sharks checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Phoenix, Williams, he's checked in for Dudley. And it's T.J. Warren in for Jackson. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Pattis one on the high post. The trade. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Now Warren, we saw with 19 points his last outing. Offensive rebound. Here's Pattis one. Pass to Johnson. Here's Luwawu. Over Booker. And Luwawu gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 12. Timeout called. The Suns, in addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Pattis one.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for the bodyguard. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he's in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Now Sharich, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brett, coming up to the halfway point of the season, many things can still happen, but it feels like we're starting to filter out who the real contenders will be.
Yeah, I think we're right now, Kevin, in the spot where the tide is filling in both conferences. You start to see coaches shorten their lineup a little bit, making sure that they're getting sharper, getting the rest. And one of the telltale signs, Kevin, is that good teams are destroying the teams that they should, preparing themselves for the playoffs.
First one falls for him.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
And he makes both free throws. Now here's Booker, 13 points in the game. There's the dish to Williams. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
How about Devin Booker scanning the floor and finding the right option?
Here's the bodyguard, Sharich. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net. Suns trail by 14. And here's Bledsoe. He feeds it to Williams. Out of hand on it. Simmons with it. He had 28 points in the win against Detroit. Here's the bodyguard. Dario Saric again. And the 76ers lead by 16. Phoenix has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 7, and Bender throws it down.
That's just tremendous focus from Bender, just taking the hit and still knocking down the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And that one misses.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket.
Here's the bodyguard. Passes it to Luau. Johnson the screen. Stolen by Warren. Knocked away. And now Philadelphia on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turn it into easy points.
Now, here's Warren. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Williams. Johnson with the block. They get it back, and they'll keep possession. They shoot again.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Dragan Bender.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
For Philadelphia, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That free throw, no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Amir Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luau. Phoenix also making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Bender. Troy Daniels comes in for Devin Booker. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Suns trail by 14. Now Warren. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Brent, when some guys slam it home, they treat it like a normal play. Who are some of the guys that use the dunk as a tactic to fire up their teammates?
Well, I think we have some guys who are really spectacular when they finish, Kevin. Certainly anytime Blake Griffin gets to the rim, or DeAndre Jordan, where seemingly his head's up in there and slams it down, it fires up the crowd. But most of the time, it's the little guys that get you going the most. On the fast break, all of a sudden the ball gets to somebody on the wing, and to watch a little guy get up in the air with somebody underneath him and throw it down, that gets everybody off the bench and fired up.
So unexpected, Brent. That's a great point. The 76ers leading by 11. Redick is in the corner. And there's the pass to the bodyguard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid with it. Now Chandler defending. The bodyguard passes to Embiid. Pocket 6. Here's Simmons. It's good from about 19 feet. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Knight dishes to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
2 shots, gentlemen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve.
but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And that one falls for Williams. And the 76ers with some changes. Primetime's checked in for Sharich, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons. And Williams drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Warren. Here's Primetime, and a strong finish with two hands.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And Phoenix has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Baseline try, and it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia leading by 13. Now, here's McConnell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shoots. The shot by Redick, no good. Phoenix has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Chandler a screen. Here's Knight. Again, the miss by Knight. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out good for them.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
There's the pick. Williams a screen. Fires the three. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
He felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back to the action after this word.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at Philadelphia. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Booker, the engine of this team. They're the backcourt. Chandler out there with Allen Williams. And it's Warren in at the small forward position.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Just watch Eric Bledsoe out there and just the athleticism that he can play with at that position. Seems like he's still getting stronger and faster every year. He's got tremendous burst and tremendous power. Tough for opposing point guards to match that kind of physicality.
Suns trail by 12. Chandler screen. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Battis 1. That's foul number 2 for him. Bledsoe outside. 6 to shoot. To the left side wing. A 3.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
Tries again, Embiid. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The free throw drops for Embiid. No good on the second free throw. Here's Battis 1. Shot, high post. Good as the jump shot ball. Battis 1's got 19 points.
And the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Now, here's Chandler. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Here's Warren. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Warren's got 9 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
For 3, Covington. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Bledsoe. And he could not get that 1 to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Sharich.
Don't want to give Bledsoe an open lane. That's inviting some trouble. Think about Eric Bledsoe in the early part of his career as an understudy to Chris Paul out of college, learning from both him and Chauncey Billups. That ain't bad. Didn't come into his own until he was finally traded and became a full-time starter.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And with Bledsoe, you hear him talk about getting traded, and it was a big moment for him in his career.
Well, sometimes you need a change of scenery, Kevin, and then other times teams tell you here comes a change of scenery. But Eric Bledsoe has shown under the tutelage of Chris Paul in the early part of his career in Los Angeles that he's ready to head up a franchise.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, the leadership that Bledsoe keeps stepping further and further into, this is a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Devin Booker. For Philadelphia, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
2 shots.
First one falls for. so he hits both. And here's Bledsoe. 12 points for him. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Chandler, the pass to Booker. It's tipped. Simmons with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Battister. And stolen by Booker. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
Scoring has never been an issue for Booker, but as he grows into a bigger role, Brent, on this team, you'll want him to do more than just score.
Of course, a remarkable shooter. You'd like his shot selection to get better. But you'll wonder, as this team grows and grows around what Devin Booker has in terms of his potential, where it is that he could go.
Free throw, good, Booker.
Devin Booker is flat out a scoring machine. He shoots a pretty decent percentage from everywhere on the floor.
Passes it to Battister. Screen by Shortage. Here's Battister, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Battister's got 9 points here in the second half. And the Suns call time here. Have to like what we're seeing from Battister.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And a look here at the shot chart for Philadelphia.
And the work he's doing from deep has been fun to watch. Great looks, and he's knocking them down. His ability and threat to drop those long-range bombs on a defense really makes their offense click.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the middle. Here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
Got to keep Chandler out of the paint when he's in there that close to the rim with that size. He's ramming it home.
It's Covington on the wing. Here's the machine. He's guarded by Chandler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for the machine. First in three-point field goal percentage, second in field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. First free throw is good. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sharkish. And Phoenix also making a switch. Dudley's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here's Phoenix, down by 15. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Now here's Booker, 16 points for him. Over in the corner, Dudley. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Here's Baddest one. 23 points in the game. Stolen by Len. Booker outside. Another three for Phoenix.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
There's the pass to the machine. A shot. And the shot is long. Suns trail by 9. Bledsoe onside. Kicks it to Booker. On the wing. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to the machine. There's the screen. Here's Baddest one. Headed by Len. Nice job coming off that screen. And now it's up to 25 points for Baddest one.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
No good from Bledsoe. The 76ers leading by 11. Fires from deep. Another three for Philadelphia.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Over in the corner, Dudley. There's the three. Cans it from downtown. Dudley's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Here's Baddest one. And he has 28 points for the game. Feeds it to Covington. Takes the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Dudley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Booker outside. On the wing, Jackson drives from 16. That's short off the rim.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Here's the machine. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's 14 points for the machine.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
A nice shot by Booker.
You got to play up on Devin Booker, even when he doesn't have the ball. Once he catches the pass, he's ready to let it go.
Here's Baddest one. Len grabs the board. Suns trail by 11. Here's Booker. 22 points for him. 8 feet away. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Booker's got 11 in the second half. Here's Baddest one. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. From deep three-point range, 76ers with a fresh shot clock. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. We're getting full contributions from him right now.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Primetime's checked in for Rashad Holmes. The bodyguard comes in for Robert Covington. J.J. Redick's checked in for Baddest one. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Phoenix also making some changes. Bender, he's checked in for Dudley. Troy Daniels comes in for Booker. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Suns trail by 12. Now Knight, he's got 10. Out of hand on it. Now here's McConnell. Here's Primetime, and there's a dunk to finish it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And here is Knight. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Len, a screen. Here's Bender. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Bender's got 5.
And not only is Bender physically imposing down low, he also can stretch the floor with his perimeter shooting. He's lethal from deep. He's He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Bender. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded by Knight. He got advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 14 points for prime time.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Knight kicks to Bender. Outside Jackson. This is the Knight. Fires for 3. That's good from Bender on the assist by Knight. Bender's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. Greg, you look at Brandon Knight, and you figure that he would be perfect in the role of a 6-man off the bench.
You know, I think you hit it right on the head. I think he does fit that mold because of the ability to play both guard positions and also as a score facilitator. It's just never easy to learn the nuance of that role right off the bat. Adjusting to it is one reason I think he struggled so much last year.
So for the Suns, T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Alex Lander, and it's Booker in for Troy Daniels.
They're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Now here's Booker. 24 points for him. He kicks to Jackson. No good with the triple.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Passes it to the machine. The feed to Reddick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. From 13, it's hauled in by the Suns. Warren's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. The Machine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Knight kicks to Booker. Warren with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Knight in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range. Knight's got 13.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's the bodyguard. Oh!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. So it's Phoenix now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Knight kicks to Warren. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker. The 76ers leading by 13. Reddick for 3. Drills it from outside. He has 6.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Reddick.
1:21 left to play here in the third. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Here's the break. And here they go. Shoots it up. Knight grabs the board. Suns trail by 16. He dishes it to Warren. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That free throw good from Warren.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for TJ McConnell. Phoenix also making some changes. Chandler comes in for Bender. And it's Allen Williams in for Jackson. Both free throws good from Warren. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the bodyguard. 9 points in the game so far. He used that pace to perfection. The bodyguard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's prime time. Another 3 for Philadelphia. 29 seconds left in the third. Knight dishes to Chandler. Here's Booker. Got a hand on it. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 11. Takes a 3. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Philadelphia with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And so here is Philadelphia. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the last of 3 straight home for the team. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got prime time. Luwawu is out there with the bodyguard. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Embiid in at the 5.
At the mark for 2.
First one falls. Abraham, we've seen Hall of Fame players become coaches, but often it seems like the smart role player, they sustain more success in that role of head coach. Why is that?
I think, Kevin, a lot of times the role player is a conduit between both ends of the spectrum of your team. He can communicate with the star player. He can also talk to the guy who's the 12th man on the bench and make sure that both of them are getting what it is that they need to be in the best position to succeed. That's why you see a lot of players in that middle ground who do a great job of becoming NBA coaches as they understand the role of each.
And the work ethic, too, because for role players, maybe it hasn't come as easy. Whereas for a superstar, it was too easy.
That's true, Kevin. And how much work do you have to do with the most talented player on your team? It's pretty specific what his role is going to be. I think a role player who ends up being a coach understands the work dynamic of the rest of the team surrounding that player to create a great positive environment around your star.
Now, here is Knight. Embiid with the steal. Here's the bodyguard, stolen by Warren. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Prime's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Warren. Outside Chandler. Pass to Knight. Kicks it out to Booker. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Booker's got 14 points now in the second half.
3 triples in the first half. 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
To the right right side. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Knight. Dish now to Williams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his first foul. And Brent, every year on average, it seems like players get a little taller, they can jump a little higher, they run a little faster. What are your thoughts about raising the rim above 10 feet where it stands now?
That's a great question, Kevin. I don't think that's happening anytime soon, but...
Well, I can see you shaking your head. You kind of laughed.
Yeah, I just can't see it
the
happening.
The game is hard enough as it is right now, right? Is that what you're saying?
It is. I like your idea about making the court a little bit bigger, but 10 feet seems to be a pretty good number for where that tin sits.
All right. Basket good. Philadelphia leading by 18. Embiid the screen. The bodyguard passes to Embiid. Chandler with the steal. Can it keep it going? Another one falls for Phoenix.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's the bodyguard. Shoots. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. 13 points for Joel Embiid.
He shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
And here's Warren for three. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Primetime. He digs the rim with a two-handed slam.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here's Bledsoe. He feeds it to Warren. Poke loose. To the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Warren kicks to Bledsoe. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Yes, that goes in.
Bledsoe showing some faith in the floater.
The 76ers leading by 20. Now the pass to Primetime. Saric against Williams. Embiid inside, and no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
I love the fact that they put a security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Pick by Williams. 9 for 3. Good for his sixth make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Gotta appreciate seeing Knight trying to improve his three-point shooting. He needs to be sharp from the outside.
Screen by Saric. Here's Primetime. He's covered by Warren.
Oh. The windmill finish. That is nasty. How do you do?
Oh, finishes the play with utterly no regard for his own safety. Here is Knight. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Bledsoe for three. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 5 assists in the game. And the 76ers call time here. for Philadelphia. Robert Covington's checked in for prime time. Baddest one comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's Ben Simmons in for the bodyguard. And Phoenix also making a switch. Dudley's checked in. Now here's Simmons over Bledsoe. The 76ers with another miss.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead. He needs to find himself out there.
Now Warren over in the corner, Dudley. Another three for Phoenix.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Embiid the screen. Off the screen. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And there's a call on Dario Saric. That's his third foul of the game. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Pass to Warren. Tries a three. Another three for Phoenix.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers leading by 10. Baddest one passes to Simmons. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Ben Simmons. And 1 for 2.
He misses the free throw. And Phoenix making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so here's Phoenix. 11-point game. Knight dishes to Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Bledsoe outside. Bledsoe floater go.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. That he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Jackson kicks to Bledsoe. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bledsoe's got 19 points.
Shooting off the pass, that means Bledsoe set himself early and was ready to let it fly.
Simmons, a screen on Knight. Kicks it to Embiid. Screen by Saric. He had a nice open look right there. And that's 17 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, you can't allow those kind of looks. That's the type of defense played by a team staring at a double-digit deficit.
Feeds to Bledsoe. Dishes it to Dudley. That three off the mark. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Simmons. And the shot is good.
What precision and focus from Simmons. Just feeling no one can guard him down on the block.
Now, here is Knight. Teardrop shot, just 4 to shoot, and it's good, 2 points.
A good court awareness that time from Brandon Knight. He's a creative guard who has a good feel for when his guys are open.
Embiid with a screen on Knight. He used that hit just right. And that's now 30 points for baddest one.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
And here is Knight. They set the screen. He kicks to Dudley. And the three off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Outside Knight. Chandler a screen. Bledsoe for three. Suns moving the ball around. From past the arc. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Baddest one. He's guarded by Knight. Baddest one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
At the line, Baddest one. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Allen Williams, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Brandon Knight. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, sometimes in the game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Bledsoe passes to Chandler. Bledsoe sets the screen for Chandler, and there's the feed to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3 ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
Jackson dishes to Bledsoe. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Baddest one. And that's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And it's fair to say, Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man.
Presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Baddest one.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Kevin, thanks. Earl Watson talking to his team during the break. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball. Play within the offense and get good open shots. Kevin?
And Williams is right there.
Chandler will give up his body, does a good job not moving when he's setting picks.
And that's on bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. is their biggest lead.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Suns trail by 14. Near the three-point line is Bledsoe. Phoenix with the ball. Chandler kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists in the game. Here's baddest one. Defended by Booker. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his third rebound tonight. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. There's a screen by Williams. And they call an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
They're really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
Outside, Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has the rock.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 13. 22 left in the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. 24 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe likes to get to the interior. That time, a good job getting near the bucket to score.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. Drops them both. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Simmons. On deep. Sinks the triple. Banished one's got 38 points.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the 76ers.
The block can really turn things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Banasquan.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
No good from Bledsoe.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Down to 5 in the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Simmons
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
But you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a fault.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Almer, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.